Rendang, one of Indonesia's most celebrated dishes, is a slow-cooked, spicy meat dish originating from West Sumatra. Originally used as a means of preserving meat in Indonesia's tropical climate, the rendang technique slowly simmers cuts of meats in spiced coconut milk. This slow cooking process is used to yield succulent fork-tender meats with rich, caramelized flavors. Unlike braising, the rendang technique reduces the cooking liquid until the sauce is completely dry. At the Kamandalu Resort and Spa in Ubud, Bali, William Wongso shows Steve Gilliba, corporate executive chef of Unilever Food Solutions, how to make a classic beef rendang.
And this is the dishes that favored by the poor, the wealthy, the kids, the old, and whoever in Indonesia. It's all over archipelago.
And can you do other stuff besides beef?
Oh yes, they do. You do
So it's a basic
potato
cooking method.
basic cooking method. The different ingredients, the different cooking time. But the finished product is principally caramelized beef curry. Has to be blackened. And also this dish, I can use the same thing, but I can make 3 dishes. First, beef curry, the light one. I add some stock. Second, brown curry, just before the rendang. And to keep going, blacken it, it becomes rendang.
So in different cooking stages, it's
Yes.
different dishes.
Different dishes.
Okay, that's-
So this is how unique is it. And also in 2011 was voted by CNN Go as the world's most favorite dishes called rendang Padang. Padang is the capital of Western Sumatra.
Okay.
But if you go to Western Sumatra, I've tasted more than 100 type of this dish. The principal difference is only the combination of spice inside. But the common sense of this dish is a caramelized beef curry. Everything has to look blackened. So the meat that I'm using, tenderloin, the local meat, the ratio of my ratio, I have 1 kilo of beef,
Meat.
1.5 liter of coconut cream. If I say there are 100 types, but this is among the most popular, the mix is with garlic, the basic, shallot. If you don't have this small shallot like this, you can use the type that Indian normally use. The one is
It's a little bit larger than that.
yeah, larger than this, and some clove. This is important, the red chili, and this is galangal. This is candle nut, not yet roasted. But always remember, this will be roasted anyway.
So you're cooking that along.
Yeah, because
you're
along.
getting that caramelization.
And don't worry about the chili, because once the chili, after 4 hours cooking, it tends to be peppery hot. It's not chili hot. And then this is a basic, we ground, we make into spice paste. You cook slowly until dehydrate and make a paste. This kind of paste, this is a ready-made paste. The ratio is about 1 to 10. 100 gram to 1 kilo of meat. But if you ground this as a paste, you don't have to stir. It will, at the end, will be stir-fried anyway. Just put the whole thing with the coconut milk. And then tamarind. This is aromatic,
Lemongrass.
lemongrass. And this is not commonly, you can have or you don't have it. This is a leaf of turmeric. And this is kaffir lime leaf. The rest is
Salt, pepper.
salt, pepper you need or you don't need. Let's turn the fire. This is the
Coconut cream.
Coconut cream. I said this is the version when you use good quality meat. In the village, when they use some buffalo, some old cow, then they do reverse. They use the coconut milk first to tenderize the
Cook
meat.
the meat first.
To cook the meat
Okay,
with the
I see.
spices, right? And then this is the
The bamba
paste.
paste.
right. Okay,
Start mixing it in.
you just stir it. So when you cook with the good meat, you have to half caramelize slowly this coconut milk, coconut cream, and the spice. Then you put the meat.
All right,
You
so it
don't put-
depends on the cut of meat,
Yes,
really. So the more
depends.
tender,
Yes, you
less
put
time
later,
in there,
yeah.
sure.
But in the modern way, I'm not going to let you do it for 9 hours, right? So I'm going to show you to do it with the modern way. Halfway, after you put the meat inside, you can put in the combi oven, 85 degree, 85 degree, well, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, it depends. Then you have to test. Then you finalize in the wok, batch by batch.
Till you get the color you want.
Yes.
So really the mastering of the dish is really about the caramelization or color of,
Yes,
of
exactly.
the dish.
Yeah.
So you said that the cream was from the, basically the first press is just
The
squeezing
first
it
press without
without any water. to
without
it.
any water. If you use the other type of non-Indonesian coconut cream, which is much lighter, you have to use almost double. You cook the coconut cream, you reduce it, then you put. You see the color start changing because it start to caramelize.
Yeah, also the smell's starting to
Yes.
change too.
You don't have a choice, you do the wok pan, then you just do the first caramelization, then you put in the oven. The best is the cast iron pot.
So a heavier pot. to
Yes,
stew.
heavier.
And you were saying that you could do this with any, so there's other proteins you can use, vegetables.
Oh, you can do, but if you do chicken, do the great grandmother chicken. Don't do a spring chicken.
All right, do the old
It is
chicken.
of
you're
the
saying.
old
All right.
chicken, yes.
Because you want the time to cook.
Yeah.
I mean, to get the
and
flavors.
also the duck, also very good. They also do the fern for vegetarian. I can do this for the manioc. Anything you can do with this. It's a matter of the timing, how far it's the cooking time of the protein of vegetables. The most important, when you go vegetable, you have to caramelize until dark brown, then put the vegetable and finish
Then finish
slowly.
it
Yes.
quick, right?
For the family, they said I love to put the red bean. I love to put potato, the marble potato. It's just to say, I have 10 children. I can't afford
For
to
the meat.
buy meat, so since using red bean to replace it. Okay, now just put the meat. Normally put chunky meat, 50 gram or just strain this blood because it will give you additional
give an off
sour taste. Okay. So I'm going to leave you alone. I come back 3 hours
Gonna
later.
have some coffee, yeah. So how am I doing?
We have a good time. We watch TV. We have the coffee. We sleep. Poor guy. This is how Can you imagine 9 hours
That's a
back
long
in
time.
the village? What they do, this we use a better. You see, this is start to caramelize, but you have to be very careful because the sugar run like you see when you caramelize. You see black is
Then
too
it's
late.
going to get bitter.
Yes. So before slowly like this, the color will gradually change toward. But make sure for the modern kitchen, the transition period to tenderize, you put the whole thing in the
Sure,
oven.
in an oven or something.
In
for
the
a longer
oven for
sure.
85 degree, and then bring back to the wok or tilting pan, and then you caramelize the whole thing. Better to finish by brown curry because you cannot go back when you're already black. So you keep the brown curry. Anytime you want to black caramelize, you
keep
take
cooking
bite
it.
by bite, you do it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's choice. You can do brown curry, you add some water, stock, and you make curry also, brown light curry. So many ways to do with this dish. See this is separation, the oil. So the oil is roasting the paste and the skim of the coconut cream.
So I like how you said you could do it in sections. So you
Yes,
can really do
yes.
a lighter curry and then you want to finish to this.
Exactly. Not yet salt. It's not salty enough. Little.
No, there's enough. I mean, to me, there was enough salt in it. but-
Okay. So because
So there's
normally
salt
they-
in the paste, yeah.
yes, you need
A little bit on the end.
and you can play also with this with the minced beef.
Uh-huh.
So you do it faster, and you can spread on the bread. You can do sandwich. So it's choice. But again, the key is to caramelize the curry.
And that's caramelized.
Yeah. So
Well, it's a big change from where it started, the color.
yes.
I mean, we started out with the,
So
the
I always
coconut
say-
cream, a little spice, and
Yeah,
now look how
from-
dark it
from
is
white-
now. And
to black. This is rendang Padang or Western Sumatra caramelized beef curry. You have to say caramelized beef curry when you tell everyone to how to do it, because the caramelized, the point is very, very important. And Indonesian cannot eat this without rice.
and you said pretty much all the food is eaten with
Yes,
rice. I
yes,
mean, that's the
yes.
the carrier for all the flavors.
Yeah. And some people deliberate like to eat this with hand. And when you finish the meat, don't throw the paste. You can do some other cooking. You can stir fried. You can stir fried
You said-
chicken.
or
you
greens,
can
you said, or
yeah.
potatoes.
You,
Yeah, okay.
you can cook with the potato, or you can put in the rice. You cook with the rice like a biryani rice, and it's very good.
Very nice.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you. Did I do okay?
You make my life easier
Oh,
this
that's
afternoon.
good. Thank you very much.
I have so much relaxed today by doing rendang.